Hey, oh, there's me. A bit close up. Hey, there we go. How are we all doing? Great to see you. If you have joined, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing on this fine day? Hope you're all well. Right, let's get into it. Right, let's throw my screen on. Woke up and found a short. Okay. Well, the bad news is, if you consider it bad news anyway, is that we do not have a US Open today. The US market is closed, so obviously we still have futures running on the S&P and other indexes. But if you come over to a stock, you'll see that, yeah, it's on a holiday. It's a holiday today, so the stock market is closed. And obviously, pre-market trading will begin tomorrow before US Open. But yeah, we've not got any US Open. We've not got any ETF trading. We don't have any crypto stocks trading. But obviously, what we can look out is the fantastic day that some crypto-related stocks ended on yesterday. So we'll definitely check that out. But then it's going to be mostly a crypto day today, yeah, which we've not had a great deal of movement on, have we? But yeah, BPN, great to see you, mate. Stonksy, the legend swimmer. For anyone who's not in the CSE Discord, you should be, because you should be signed up to Stonksy. But Stonksy was out taking a dip in the sea this morning. You are on the south coast, so not as bad as you are, mate. Well, that's all right. I suppose at least it wasn't absolutely freezing, but yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't know what it is, right? I'm just not a fan of the sea, me. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the sea. I said, did anyone else go swimming in the sea much? I think it's just because I don't like getting all like sandy and stuff afterwards. What do you do? What do you do, Gonksy? Like, do you live quite close to the sea? So is it just like a kind of like sometimes a routine thing for you to go swimming in the morning? If you do, that's pretty epic. Because then you just go home and get a shower, don't you? What I don't like is when you're at the beach and then you get out of the sea and you start to dry off. You got the sand sticking to you. But I bet, you know, if you live close, I bet it's so refreshing to just go and do that. And then, you know, maybe just go home straight for a shower. But yeah, Bitcoin has literally done nothing since yesterday. Obviously, we had that double stream yesterday where we hit the 0.9 miles from the seafront. Oh, mate, you're in walking distance, aren't you? Especially on a day like today and the weather that we're having. I bet it's nice just to take a stroll down there in the morning, hop into the sea in your birthday suit, get out, walk back to yours, hop in the shower and start your day. You do go swimming in your birthday suit, don't you? That's what I heard anyway. I think that's what Save with Crypto was telling me, that you go swimming naked in the sea. Is that why? Is that what you do? But yeah, let me know what you guys think I should run over in the chat anyway. We're not having the most exciting time in crypto at the moment, are we? It's not the most exciting time at the moment because we've got obviously a lot of consolidation and just bouncing on Bitcoin. But I think maybe something we could look at today is where could price take us on the next, you know, month to 2 months leading into September. You know, we've obviously got about 10, 11, 12 days of June left, and we've got all of July, all of August. Radium, however, wow. Oh, what's that on Radium there? Look at that. What a pump. What caused this pump on Radium? Does anyone know? That was a giga pump, weren't it? I mean, that was just prime for shorting. I mean, look at that for a 5-minute candle. If you shorted on that close of the candle, stop above it, you've just netted absolutely massively there, haven't you? If you managed to catch that, that's a 17% retrace in 12 hours. That is a huge move to catch. What caused that Radium pump? I mean, Stonksy caught it great, but what caused it? Nobody wants to see that, mate. Yeah. BPN says that I took a new short on Fun USD, already took profits. I'll have a look at it, mate. I'll have a look at it. Saber Crypto says, sorry I'm late, just went for a naked swim. There you go, Gonksy. See, I told you. Wasn't me spreading vicious rumours. I was just telling Gonksy, Save, how you told me that he goes swimming in his birthday suit in the sea. Save has just confirmed it himself. So I hope you don't think it was me spreading vicious rumors, because it certainly wasn't. It was Saber Crypto telling me that Stonksy goes swimming naked, and apparently, now this is yet to be confirmed. Anyway, you know, this is pure speculation, but apparently, the beach where Stonksy goes swimming, they keep finding all these turds left early in the morning. I don't know who's doing it, but apparently, yeah, there's loads of turds just being laid out in the morning. Seemingly, as well, it's a bit weird that they come from obviously the path, then the turd just goes like all the way down the sand as you go onto the beach, all the way to the sea, almost as if someone's just pooing constantly as they're like walking towards the sea to have a swim or something. Very strange. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's causing that. If you know, Stonksy, but yeah. Stonksy takes turds on the beach. Definitely protect my Mother's Day. I love it. Funny. Stonksy, are you going to come to Zebu Live? Anyone else as well? It's obviously an open invite, but I mean, yeah, this radium. What caused this? Does anyone know? Does anyone know what caused this radium pump? Because that is just outrageous. 34% pump in 5 minutes. What on earth? That is just insane, isn't it? Don't tell me that done it on like a 1 minute candle. Oh, it did. 2 minute. 2 minutes. It got pretty close on the first candle, and then second candle, got it. That is just ridiculous, isn't it? I would love to know what caused that pump anyway. If anyone knows, do let me know. No doubt, probably Wiz would know, wouldn't he? He knows. He normally knows what's going on. Turd beach, they call it now. Well, apparently, yeah, this is the issue. You know, this is the issue apparently. So I don't know if you know anything about it, Stonksy, or not, but yeah, apparently anyway. There's loads of turds being left on the beach. Anyway, we'll leave that because I don't want to spread any vicious rumors. Oh, look at Aero. Oh, core blimey. Oh, look at that Stonksy. Came down for a perfect retest. I mean, this was the one, weren't it? That's now at a 3x. Thing is, you would have had to ride some serious pain. But yeah, I mean, look at that by Stonksy there. Still, that is not a Stonksy arrow as well, by the way. That is just me showing the range, which it's now broke. So, yeah, but I mean, look at that. What is radding? It's up another 8% today. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, that is doing fantastic. So Radium and Aero look like they're stealing the show today. Anyway, we've got Mantle up 3.5%. Uniswap's up a little bit, but it doesn't look like anything else on the watch list is doing anything fantastic. What's that up? Say's up nearly 4%. So Say's having a bit of a comeback after getting absolutely slapped. Funny to see some of these altcoins popping off. Oh, ZRO. What has happened to that? Yeah, so ZRO now, I mean, this is the kind of area, isn't it? This is the area you want to see hold on something like ZRO that's coming in right back to the lows and to the origin of the pump. You know, you really want to see it hold in this box, which is about 11% range on this box, but this is really where you want to see it hold. But yeah, I mean, some altcoins are fascinating, aren't they? I mean, if we look at Bitcoin, itself. Let's clear this out. Yeah, I mean, this is the range, isn't it? You know, this is looking like part of the trading range. Now, if we do see, maybe we could go to a fresh chart for this. Let's draw it out. There we go. So who says no to this? Obviously up or down from wherever. You know, up or down from here. But who says no to this for throughout July anyway? What do we think? Oh, of course. The Phantom Beach Pooper. Well, this is it. This is it. Yeah, this is it, Stonksy. You seem to know a lot about it, to be honest. You seem to know a lot about it, don't you? Anyone would think that it was you. Radium got a listing on Upbit. Oh, of course it did. Of course it did. Upbit. Should have known. Then anything not listed on Upbit just goes absolutely scatty, doesn't it? It was a 35% pump in 2 minutes, which is now retraced 17%. It's not a bad. Not a bad. The Great White Shark. It's a good one. That is a good one. The Great White Charter. Great White Charter. I'm all right, mate. How are you? How are you? You good? It is, mate, innit? It is a we've got no US Open, have we? So yeah, what does everyone think to this anyway? I'm gonna get a poll in. Obviously, we don't have US Open, so the US Open poll will be non-existent. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. Go. Right. Let me know what you think of this. I've put a poll in. Let me know what you think is going to happen over the summer. So we've got continue upwards, sideways / boring, or downside towards 90k or below. Let me know what you think is going to happen over the summer. I think this is potentially one route that we could go. And we just flag out in the channel. We've seen this so many times, haven't we? And this could take us, you know, deep into towards August, couldn't it? I think it's something to watch out for. Whether it happens or not is obviously a different story. But it's definitely something to watch out for. Now, let's go get that back up there. Oh, I'm melting. Like if Dave should have streamed Asia session instead. Oh, mate, could you imagine? I would have done 3 streams in like 12 hours. I would have done a normal stream yesterday, then FOMC, and then streaming like in the middle of the night. But yeah, I'm good. Are you still good for coming on tomorrow, Wiz? Are you still gonna hop on tomorrow? Cryptogenic says smash like. Yes, please do smash the like button. There is a CSE town hall going on at the moment as well. So yeah, that may affect viewership a little bit until that's over. Circle. Yeah, we're going to cover Circle and Coinbase. I think we fill the 91k CME gap and then pick up Q4 for new all-time high. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that CME gap is still there in it, and I no doubt it will get filled at some point. It's just a case of when. But yeah, I mean, I suppose that leads on perfectly, done it, to look at what happened yesterday. Hey, Wiz, are you still in your Weeble? It had a decent resurgence yesterday. I think it's coiling up when you look at it now. And you look at like the retracement and then the kind of thing going, the sideways. I think it's looking decent to then maybe, into next week or whatever, start maybe looking towards $13, $14. What do you think? I'm still a bit confident. BBA, I didn't close ideal, did it? But it is coming in, obviously. You can see here, isn't it? This is where obviously resistance was, where supply was coming in all along here. We are just retesting that at the moment. Anyway, Coinbase absolutely skyrocketed yesterday on the back. I'm guessing it's on the back of the stable coin bill. Absolutely rocketed. We'll go and have a look at it. We've got Stonksy long on the green there. We've got 2 great green backgrounds after a very nice red one. So we had red, downside, then green, and these are all double confirmations as well. There's the arrows on them. And then we had this one as well. Very, very nice. But yeah, let's go to the 1 day. I mean, look at the 1 day. So the 1 day now, it's coming into this area, isn't it? So this is where obviously it found resistance last time, in and around that big $300 big round number. But then apart from that, it's not got too far to go, has it? Like, let's mark it on. So is this classed as the all-time high in TradFi? Did it take? I'm guessing they do, don't they? Take the all-time high from even if it's on IPO day. I'm guessing so. There's the top of the wick, and then here is obviously another area of interest from 2021. And then we do obviously have this level of resistance here as well. But there's not really like a huge amount stopping Coinbase from going into price discovery. It's just a case of obviously if it can flip these levels. But once it starts getting towards here, it's not that much of a task then. Yeah, but have to drop before open. We'll send you over a list of tickets tonight and we can chart them together. Yeah, it'd be nice that, and explain my thesis on them and why I like them. Yeah, let's do it. Does anyone do options here? Is Weeble the best? I downloaded the app yesterday. I don't know. I don't know for options. Wiz is your guy. Wiz, what would you use for options? Genius News. I think Circle repricing. It can't go on, can it? that meme, innit? It can't go on like this, can it? Hang on, let me get it up. Let me get it up. There you go. Where is it? Let's get it up.
Make 1 win in 17. It can't go on like this, can it? It can.
It can't go on like this, can it? It can. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, massive day for Coinbase, and yeah, not looking too shabby. Obviously, to the upside, fantastic play by Stonksy as well. But I mean, Circle. I mean, where do you even start with this? Where do you even start with this? It's hitting. I use Robinhood. Circle massively overvalued in my opinion, and faces big threat if/when rates fall. Yeah, I mean it's hitting that psychological number now, isn't it? I think, and I don't know about you, Wiz, or anyone else, but I think shorting this at the close yesterday at that big juicy $200 level would not have been a bad risk reward place to hit that. I think for the run it's been on IPO, you know, the fact it's like basically just not pulled back, the fact it's a big psychological 200 round number, I think hitting that short button at 199 may have been a good option. Now I didn't, I wish I kind of would now, but we'll see where it opens yesterday. Obviously what it's doing tomorrow, what it's doing in pre-market tomorrow before the market opens. But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, when you see something like this, it's just nothing's really changed for it, is it, at all? Obviously, yeah, there's a stable coin bill and stuff like that, but you know, it's not going to affect Circle's revenue, is it? Like, what's going to affect Circle's revenues, like you say, is rates. At the moment, obviously, the safe. Can I let you into a secret? I bought puts for it. Oh. Wish I did. I could see it just like pre-market being down here. Honestly, I'm telling you now, I don't know where this goes, but at some point, this will be all the way back down here. Honestly, it will. Just how markets work, isn't it? At some point, Circle will be down here, if not below. Just how markets work. And it will come down like a big sack of rocks, and it will consolidate and then compress and then go again. But at some point, whether it be like, obviously this is it, or if it carries on for a little bit or whatever, it will fall very hard. Pol's not looking good. So far, no one's expecting upside this summer. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not. I don't think. Not upside as in new highs. Anyway, let's see. But yeah, I mean, that wasn't a bad place at all, Wiz. So yeah, nice one. I wish I'd have done it. If it opens tomorrow around the same level, I will follow you on that. But as it stands, I'm not in it. I do think we could get a Bitcoin pump though. You know, you look on the 1 hour, and you know this is the region to break in it, around 105, just above 105. If we break that on Bitcoin, I think we could pretty fast escalate to like 107k or above, because the way that this downtrend was walked down, the way the price was walked down here, you know, just steadily walking down. There is just, you just know, looking at the chart, there's plenty and plenty of stops and liquidity above every single one of these candles. So I do expect if we get above here, I think we could run it pretty fast and then do something like this. Is what I think I'll be looking for, if obviously the, you know, if it sets up and if it looks like it's gonna happen. Otherwise, you know, this is obviously local resistance. So yeah. So what is the difference, Wiz? What is the difference between puts expiry in December and January? I want to learn more about this. Let's ask Rock. A put is an options contract that gives the holder the right but not the obligation to sell a specified amount of an underlying asset. For example, if you buy a put on stock XYZ with a strike price of $50 for a $2 premium and the stock drops to $40, you can exercise the option to sell at $50, making a profit minus the premium and fees. If the stock price stays above 50, you may let the option expire and lose only the premium. That's good, that, isn't it? I need to make a Robinhood account. Very nice, mate. Very nice. Yeah, I need to make a Robinhood account. Make sure you do drop a like for me as well on the stream. Make sure you get your likes in. Tell you what. Another hot one, innit? It's another hot one. I am sweltering and melting and all of the above. But yeah, let's go and have a look. I mean, we've not had really any movement, have we? I mean, ETH is, to be fair, ETH has actually been gaining a bit. It's 0.25% up on Bitcoin today. Nearly 0.2% up on its own. I mean, that has had a pump, obviously. But, I mean, look, yeah, it's just been sideways. Anything else moved? The thing is, we've covered these, haven't we? Like, for days and days now, and nothing has happened. I mean, look at this. Ooh, yeah. Is the hype party over? Is the hype party over? Tell you what, all this looks prime for running, doesn't it? Imagine if it just did something like this. Imagine. Could do. Could do. Wouldn't rule it out. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, looks like it may be entering a slight downtrend, but Stonksy is trading it beautifully. Look at OM, man. My God. Unbelievable, innit? Oh, beautiful price action on this by Stonksy there. Very, very nice on that drop and reversal. Yeah. I've got a link if you need it. Look at Wiz shilling his ref link there. Look at Wiz shilling his ref link. I'm going to download it anyway. I think I've actually downloaded it. I just need to create an account. Can you do puts on Trading 212 with? Can you do puts on there, or is that only CFDs? But I mean, yeah, this thing is I don't know. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it does, but it's in the top ranked altcoins, and it's having a good day today. Say obviously enough on Stonksy just smashing it. 5-minute double confirmation is just sexy in it. That's the word to describe it. It's just sexy. The 5-minute double confirmation. It is sexy. Yeah, you guys let me know what you want me to cover. Obviously, we've got no US Open today. We've got no US market until tomorrow. So we don't have any ETF action. We don't have any, half two buzz. We don't have any of that today. So it's just us and just crypto. Unless you want me to look at how a specific stock or something has performed, obviously up to now or recently, I could certainly do that. Oh, Wiz, have you seen Euro? Nearly back to $1. Look at it go. Look at it go. Any thoughts on Privix? Hey, Pete, how we doing? Make sure you do drop a like. Make sure you subscribed. Make sure, of course, you are signed up to BLOFIN as well if you want to trade anywhere. BLOFIN is the place. It's first link in the description, and I've put it in the chat as well. I will look at this now. Privix. No idea what this is. Oh, it's a newly launched coil in February. I've no idea what this is, but it looks like it's doing very well. Yeah, no idea what it is. It's just a DEX coin, so I don't know the market cap of it or anything. But chart looks like it's doing well, up 35% today. So I hope, mate, if you are in on that, I hope you're making some nice bag. I hope you've done well on it. How's my Scouse pal doing? I'm all right, Paps. How are you doing? How are you doing, the Pap man? You good, mate? You good? Hey, Pap, where did you end up? Where did you end up using as your off ramp? Because obviously Swissborg was kind of effing you over a bit, weren't he? Where have you ended up going? Micro cap privacy token. All right, okay. Well, you're up 50x. Well, one thing I will say, mate, is if you're up that kind of X, obviously don't get caught in the euphoria of it. Make sure you've got levels and obviously, or like milestones in dollar value to take profit, because you don't want to get caught holding that bag once it corrects. Because like we know, no matter what coin it is, once it goes up parabolic, it will come down. So yeah, not financial advice, of course, just words of wisdom. Yeah, make sure you've got some take profit levels, mate, because you don't want to retrace that. Yeah, hype down 5%. Wait, this is the big one today, innit? What a pump on Radium. What a pump. Let me know in the chat what you want me to cover anyway. We haven't got... Yeah, a bit sad. You feel a bit... I want to watch this again. This is so funny.
Let's make 1 win in 17. It can't go on like this, can it? It can.
It can. Bitcoin's still at 104k. It can't go on like this, can it? It can. It can. And it probably will. Unless we shoot upwards or downwards. So up or down or sideways is where we're going. So go and take a look to see where liquidity is building. So immediately, yeah, you can see we've got a liquidity cluster above that level of resistance that we was looking at then. Here. So there is obvious liquidity above these highs. Then obvious liquidity above the lows as well. So pretty self-explanatory there. 2-week time frame, 110k and above. Obviously this triple top that we got 1, 2, 3 from earlier in the month. And then we have got a downside cluster now at 102k and a half, which pretty much would pull Bitcoin back in towards, not that chart, it's this one, back in towards the range lows. Or, you know, demand support, whatever you want to call it for the current PA. That's where liquidity suggests that we could pull into. Apart from that, yeah, not much to report on. It can't go on like this, can it? Let's see what we've got coming up data-wise. Tell you what, that was a very lackluster. I mean, the stream was great. You know, the stream was great. The stream's always great for FOMC. We get great viewership. But in terms of price action, it was very dull, weren't it? Even like, you know, on the interest rate announcements and then the Q&A, very dull. I think the market is kind of numb to anything now until there's a sudden change. So until the Fed does something, i.e. cuts rates, or in the you know, mad scenario that the increase rates again, I think the market is, you know, pretty much just desensitized to it. Now, when the Fed does surprise the market or does something the market has been waiting a long time for, then these events will become really interesting again, because obviously there's the anticipation of what is the Fed going to do. But next week, we've got S&P Global data. We've got Powell testifying on Tuesday and Wednesday in the House Financial Service, before the House Financial Services Committee, about monetary policy. We've got GDP, which is just a re-estimate, so nothing really to write home about on that. And then we have PCE on Friday. So not a bad week of data next week, but again, I don't think there's anything that's going to really get us moving on its own. Hey, Nicky boy, how we doing? Great to see you, mate. It is, mate. Yeah, the stock market is closed today. I'm not sure what holiday it is. You should know, mate. You're American. You should know. I don't know what holiday it is, but yeah, the stock market is closed today. So, there we have it. Delicious. Do you know what is? For anyone here, when you go out for a meal or whatever, if you haven't tried it, order a pint of black currant and soda water. Yeah, honestly. When you go out for a meal, or if you go to the pub and you're not drinking for whatever reason, order a pint of black currant and soda water. Now, when you go to certain places, it is exceptional because they put loads of black currant in it. Sometimes places can be a bit stingy and they dilute it a bit. Ask them to top it up with, obviously, black currant. But order a pint of black currant and soda water. Honestly, I swear you'll never order another thing again. It is so refreshing. It's so tasty. Get it done. But yeah, I mean, let's go and see what have we got going on here. We've got oh, look at that. Past 7 days, Euro's up 71%. Insane. But in the past 24 hours, we've got Euro up the most. Then we've got Radium obviously falling behind. Radium would have well eclipsed that for 24-hour gain had it not fully nearly retraced. OKX's exchange token up 13%. Say up 12.4. JTO up 8%. Mantle, we covered Mantle, didn't we? FET, Binge, SPX. And then yeah, there is a few. Feel like we should add J2O to the list. Now, I wonder where that's being measured from. I wonder what time zone it takes on CoinMarketCap. I wonder what time zone it takes, because obviously on TradingView, which is using UK time, we are pretty much flat on JTO for the daily gain. But I suppose actually it will go to this time yesterday, won't it? Yeah. That'll be why. Because it's 24-hour, not daily. Anyway, forget I said that. We can have a look at some memes as well if you want. Should we have a look at some memos? What's memeing today? We looked at SPX yesterday, didn't we? Malibu and lime cordial. Yeah, but I was talking about a non-alcoholic drink. Pappy. I was talking about the event that you're not having an alcoholic drink. I assume that is nice, though. I assume that is nice. I tell you what, we might be a bit premature for it, but what's everyone doing on the weekend? It's going to be an absolute scorcher in it for everyone that's, you know, in and around Europe. I'm guessing. If you, obviously, I assume the vast majority of people here are in the UK, but you know, even if probably you're in and around Europe, I assume that there's a heat wave like vastly across. Pepe is making a bit of a push for it, so we come very, very close, didn't we? There we go. Yeah, so that's obviously where we'd had outlined for Pepe. We covered Pepe yesterday. Pepe's making a break for it. Farty's retracing. Some are getting hit quite hard today, like Giga. Get hit 6%. IP. Can't remember what this was. IP. Remember it launching, but I can't remember what it was. AI 16Z. This was one of the AI agents, weren't it? AI 16Z. Can't believe this thing. What's Trump coin doing actually? Shocking, this, isn't it? Very well respected on my level there, though. That's just like in an eternal bleed again now, innit? That is the region to watch out for, though. Should Trump pull back another 14%, maybe 11 or 12, that is the region to definitely watch out for, I think. Back into the impulse, back into the origin. It's a cement mixer drink. It just turns to curd in your mouth. Eee. What do you want that for? Juneteenth holiday. Doesn't even sound real. Sorry, it's Bailey's, not Malibu. Tell you what, I do like a Bailey's, mate. I do like a Bailey's. The Bailey's chocolate. The one that the Bailey's that's got chocolate taste to it. That's nice as well. I don't know what other flavors have had a Bailey's, but a Bailey's is really nice. Tell you what, underrated a Bailey's as well, I think. I think a Bailey's is underrated. You know, a Bailey's with ice. Spot on. Americans just making holidays up now with little imagination. Hey, don't you say that. Hey, you're going to have to fight Steve-O now. Pappy and Steve-O going to have it out. Yeah, I mean, the name of it is pretty wild, isn't it? What is Juneteenth? What is that? I have no idea. Anyway. It's just very flat. But we always have a good time, don't we, on stream? Now, Bitcoin is coming into... Obviously, depending on where you take from that we started this range of consolidation. You know, some people maybe take it from here. Some people maybe take it from here when we obviously first pushed up. I'm going to take it from here. Because we are, you know, we are basically in and around that level. Now, that is 41 days. You know what I say to that?
Make 1 win in 17. It can't go on like this, can it? It can.
It can. It can't go on like this, can it? Oh boy. Oh boy, it can. Oh boy, it can. It can. Fourth of July, that was creative. Independence Day, innit? 4th of July. When was like the USA actually like formed? Because we have like pubs in England, don't we, that are older than like the entire US. Well, like, I don't actually know the history of it or anything, but is it like the founding fathers? I don't even know if they formed the I don't even know if they formed the US. That might be like a stupid way of asking, but I'm kind of interested now. What did the founding fathers actually do? I know, so they did, yeah, exactly as you would suggest. They formed the United States through a series of key events, with the most definitive being the Declaration of Independence on the 4th of July, 1776, when representatives from the 13 American colonies, including Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, officially declared independence from British rule. This is widely considered the founding moment of the United States. 1776. It's wild, isn't it? Because that's not even that long ago, really. Like, it is. It's a huge time ago. You know, you think probably what life was like in 1776. You can't even imagine, can you? But it's not that long ago in terms of, like, you know, think like there's pubs in England, isn't there, that are like dating back to like 1300 or 1400 or whatever. Do you know what I always find mad to imagine? It's about 5 people old. Yeah. I find it mad to imagine, like, what life would have been like. Like, what life would have been like back then. You know, in like 1700, 1800, 1600. You know what I thought today? And this actually like come to me. And this is actually a pretty wild thought. Right. You ready? Who decided the last names for people? Do you not think that's a wild thing to think about? Like, just suddenly, obviously, people started giving themselves names. And then suddenly, you know, they started giving last names as well. So you didn't only have a first name, you know, maybe you're in a tribe or something and you had a first name, but no, at some point they said, right, no, you need to have two names. You have your first name and your last name. Now pick your name and that's going to be your family name. And then suddenly you just had the start of like just people having all these like mad last names. Was usual derived from your job? Are you lying to me, Pappy? Average age 75. That's 3. Yeah, I suppose it's like basically 4 generations, isn't it? Mine comes from porters on the docks. Is that right? Let's see. Family last names or surnames evolved over time from their origins, vary by culture, region, and historical context. Many surnames derive from a parent's first name, indicating lineage. For example, Johnson, son of John. O'Brien, descendant of Brian. I don't know. I can't say that word. Madison, son of Maud. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And occupational names, yeah, what you're going on about, Pap. Smith, blacksmith. Yeah, it makes sense. Geographical names. Hill, Wood, York. Descriptive names. Yeah, but at some point, like, they either decided that was your name, or someone told you this is going to be your name, and you just went, oh, okay. Like, you know, someone had to pick it at some point, didn't they? And go, right, I'm going to use that as my last name. DD says, with the names it used to be first names and where you were from, so didn't have last names. Oh, right, okay. That's interesting. Nice little history lesson back. Isn't it mad the things you start talking about when like the market is just like kind of dry and there's no US market as well? Pretty wild. I tell you what is happening though. The S&P is selling off pretty aggressively, isn't it? The S&P is selling off pretty aggressively. Anything that we could have, anyone's got any like sort of topic that they really want to know the answer to that we could ask Rock? Like, has anyone got anything where they're like, oh, I really want to know the answer to that, and we could ask Rock? Like, such as like, I think that's another mad thing to think about is like, again, you know, these objects and things were just suddenly labeled, and it's like, oh, okay then. Do the names of things like car or pen come from a mix of historical, linguistic, or cultural processes? No single person typically decides a name. Instead, words evolve through usage, adaptation, and societal agreement. So the word car comes from the Latin carus, meaning a wheeled vehicle or cart. That makes sense. It passed through Old French and Middle English, car or cart, before being applied to modern vehicles. See, that makes fantastic sense. And then the same for pen. The word pen derives from the Latin penna. Isn't it mad that these words were passed through different languages as well and stuff? You're going down a rabbit hole, Dave. The brain named itself. Think about that. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that is actually, yeah. Because I suppose someone's brain once said we should call this a brain, and that comes from their brain. Did we really go to the moon? I mean, that is a big question, isn't it? What do you think? Oh, what do you think? Oh, I've clicked off that by accident. Oh well. What do you think, Steve-O? Do you think we went to the moon? Or you want me to ask Grok that? Stonksy says he doesn't think. I tell you what, another mad thing to think about is, what is beyond space? Like, you know, they said the universe is expanding. Expanding to where? Like, what is it expanding to? This is one of my interesting ones. It's like if it's expanding, where is it expanding to? Like, how could it expand to something that's not there? What is at the edge of the universe? There is no known edge to the universe in the conventional sense, like a boundary or wall. The universe is either infinite or finite, but unbounded. And both possibilities challenge our intuitive understanding. Infinite universe. If the universe is infinite, it has no edge. It goes on forever in all directions. There's no boundary or special place marking an end. Finite but unbounded. If the universe is finite, it may have no edge due to its geometry, like a surface of a sphere in 3D space. You could travel forever and never hit a boundary, looping back on your starting point. Yeah, but I suppose that is true, actually. If you were just driving in a car, you would never just like fall off the edge of the earth, would you? You'd just carry on going round, which makes perfect sense. Like, if the universe is expanding, where is it expanding to? Means that space itself is stretching. How is it expanding? Since the late 1990s. Yeah, I don't know. What does everyone think about that? What does everyone think about that? The moon is weird. I think we did, but it was later than 1969, says Steve-O. First mission was a lie. Or just to get there before. Who was they racing against? The space race? Was it Russia? It was definitely fake. Do some people visualize words and tie them to colors when being spoken to or speaking out loud? Tell you what is mad. Is I think like the attachment of smells. So like I say like I walk past someone or like walk in somewhere, and like you suddenly smell something, and then that smell takes you back to a time. For instance, like when I was in school, high school, like year 11, transitioning into like college and stuff, I used to wear Hugo Boss orange. So if I smell that now, that will just instantly take me back to like that period in time. I think like the attachment of smells is such a powerful thing. What went to the moon all them years ago and not again since? Why is that? I mean, yeah, that's true. What's on the dark side of the moon? Dung Schlung says, GM Stonks, are you looking mad cute today, bruv? Oh, thank you, Dung Schlung. You're so nice. What a nice compliment that is. Much love, mate. Much love. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. If you want me to look at anything specific, Dung Schlung, if you got anything on your mind on the market or whatever, let me know. We're currently just asking Grok some mad questions because there's no US market today. And crypto is basically going sideways. But if you do have anything, that goes for anyone else watching, whether you're on X or YouTube, make sure you drop a big like. And make sure if you want me to look at anything, let me know in the chat. But currently, we're on a bit of a tangent to entertain ourselves. That is why the Earth is a half moon, not round. Oh, dear. Right, we're going into some mad stuff now, aren't we? How many Bitcoins left for mining, says Nick? I think it's like just over 1 million. Roughly 1 to 1.4 million left to be mined. There you go. And you've got to take into account as well is that, oh, there you go, by 2035, approximately 99% of Bitcoins will be mined. This is what I was going to say as well. Lost coins. So, 3 to 4 million estimated Bitcoins are lost forever. Reducing the effective circulating supply to 16 to 17 million as it stands. So say, the rest of the Bitcoins that get mined and never lost from now on, the actual only supply of Bitcoin is going to be around 18 million or so, give or take, because of lost Bitcoin. Can you take a look at the hype chart? I can certainly do that, Dungslung, yeah. I agree, it was to bankrupt Russia during Cold War. The Proust effect you're thinking of, Dave? Yeah, that must be it, mate. That must be it. The hype chart. Yeah, so hype is one of the poorest performers today, isn't it? It's obviously been one of the best performers over the last few months. If you look at it on a daily standpoint, obviously we've had a series of higher highs and higher lows. So you don't want price in terms of market structures to drop down, but for me, I think there's a couple of things that we could have on the cards here. You could have just a full run of this liquidity and a pull into here, which then would be obviously an SR test perfectly of what was resistance that never got a retest. So if we came into, say, like the $28 region, that's the SR test, and that's obviously where hype would ideally hold if you're bullish on it. As an SR test, clear out that liquidity, and then obviously look on to then, expand again, potentially. If we zoom down into, say, the 4 hour, I think it looks like at the moment, anyway, that it's topped in terms of needing to pull back. Now, where could it pull back to? I think this area here looks prime, obviously, for retesting, potentially. We may even get something above that, because obviously this is the impulse here. So we obviously had pullback, bounce, and then this is where it went bang, impulse to new all-time high. So I think these two are obviously worth watching, potentially. To pull in, obviously, you'll be able to tell, won't you, low time frame, if this is going to hold or not. If not, here. And then I think there, if we do not hold here, it would then make sense to just come and run all this and then come into there. So there are places on the way where this bleed could stop. But if you look at it, let's see what hype did last time. So hype did a 23% pullback last time before we obviously ended up going onto new highs. Currently we're at 19. So a pull into there would basically be a similar pullback to what we had before. Then we'd be edging on obviously like 25, 26. And then this would be obviously a big correction, like a 39, 40% drop. Maybe just under for that big SR test on the daily. And then, obviously you would like to think that would hold. So yeah, that's probably what I would think on that, mate. Hope that helps. Have a look at LVVA. Dinosaur die due to lack of oxygen. Ask. Sure. Dinosaur died due to lack of oxygen. Now, sticking to the catastrophic asteroid impact. $66 million years ago, apparently. That is just an insane amount of time, innit, when you think about it. 66 million years ago. Like, you can't comprehend in your brain, can you, that amount of time? 66 million years ago. Anyway. What are we getting on this? Got some nice movement on Stonksy there on the 1 hour. Brilliant stuff. Really nice. Anything on the 5 minute? Currently gone green on the 5. I don't know what the volume is like on this, but look at that. Bang. There we go. 1 hit. 2 hit. On the recovery as well. Stonksy traded this very, very nice, whatever this is. LVVA. I've never heard of it, but Stonksy traded very nicely on the 5 minute on them double confirmations and on the 1 hour. Really nice. Let's go and check the 1 day. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, this looks like it's coming in, doesn't it, for a test of the demand from the lows. Yeah, I mean, literally, there is one scenario here that you want if you are bullish on this, is if it pulls into here, it holds, consolidates for God knows how long, and then obviously fires up. If it starts going below, then this could turn really nasty, because we've seen, obviously, and we know what happens with things that go into price discovery to the downside. You know, probably drift, look like it'll bounce, and then sell into, look like it'll bounce, sell into. Obviously, this might not happen with that. But price discovery to the downside is really dangerous. So, yeah, you really want this to hold if it ends up coming in for the retest on that. Apart from that, there's not really much to add on that, I don't think, for where it's at the moment. But I suppose if you're bullish on it, you know, it's coming into your risk reward if not already there. So, I suppose it depends on if you're bullish on it or not. Anything for you, Dunk Slung? Do you trade US stocks or just crypto? So the majority of the time, I have been just a crypto trader, but I have just started dabbling into stocks, yeah, because Wiz is providing such absolutely fantastic knowledge on them, and is having some great stock picks. I have started delving into them a little bit, yeah. Did you hear the new thread again, Skepta song? No, I didn't, no. I didn't. How does it go? Give us a little tune, go on. Give us a little tune on how it goes. Any more questions for Grok? Any more questions for Grok? Should we say Let's ask this, because this is obviously a bit of a looming thing above us, isn't it? Is the idea that, you know, US debt is out of control. There's the risk, obviously, for how well stocks and indices and Bitcoin ran. So, escalating trade tensions and tariffs, commercial real estate debt refinancing, mechanism, higher rates. Common triggers stem from excessive leverage, asset bubbles, weak regulation, and liquidity shortages. Yeah, it's interesting. If you want me to look at anything else, let me know. Afternoon, Sean. How we doing? Great to see you. Hey, SMFC. What's good? What's good? How are things? Yeah, there is no US market open today, so we are currently having to entertain ourselves while the stock market is closed, and we have got no US open to look forward to, and also we got this painful sideways action on Bitcoin and crypto. So we have been entertaining ourselves, which has been fun. If you want me to look at anything specific now, just to give you an idea, we've been on Grok and we've just been asking it some mad stuff. So I've just asked it that, but we've been asking it. So I asked it what a put in trading was. When did the founding fathers form the United States? How was family last names decided? Why are things called what they are, such as who decided a car should be called a car, or who decided a pen should be called a pen? What is at the edge of the universe, and if it is expanding, where is it expanding to and how? Yeah, we asked about Bitcoins. Did the dinosaurs die due to a lack of oxygen? That was Steve, not me. I'm not being tied to that one. And then I've just asked it what could be the triggers for a financial crisis. Yeah, if you want me to look at anything, let me know. We've looked at some altcoins. Oh, that's good. Yeah, nice. Well, hopefully she gets the job. Bot did a winning trade though. Ah, nice. Very good. I'll pull it up in a second. I'm just going to run to the toilet. I won't be a sec, and then I'll be back. Right, I'm back. How do? That was a much needed toilet trip. I'll tell you what. Let's what did the bot do? SMFC? Do you want to put it in the chat? What did it return? This is also something that we've been laughing at. Just like the possibility of just consolidating on Bitcoin and going sideways for another month or two. Like,
Let's make 1 win in 17. It can't go on like this, can it? It can. Let's make 1 win in 17.
Not another Bitcoin consolidation. It can't consolidate for a few more months, can it? It can. It can. What is the current return on Bitcoin for June? Obviously, historically, I think it's been quite bad, hasn't it? But no, it's been a mixture, to be fair. I mean, June currently, it's still a net gain. Very short time frame scalp, nice. Something like 104,600 to 105. That's good. Very nice quick scalp. That's nice. I tune back into the stream and see that again. Yeah. I think we're going to use that a lot from now on. You would love to see Mick back in the Prem. Yeah. Yeah. Mick McCarthy, Neil Warnock, Sam Allardyce. Get the boys back together, innit? It's the dream trio, that. Mick McCarthy, Sam Allardyce, and Neil Warnock. Legends. Get him back. Love to see it. But yeah, if anyone's got anything specific they'd like me to look at, let me know. Obviously, we've covered Bitcoin. I think we looked at this. I think this is maybe one possibility for Bitcoin throughout the next 2 months. What does everyone think on this? Obviously, you guys that have just joined with SMFC, what do you think on this flag that's forming out, this channel? I think we could definitely see this going into the end of June, into July, maybe even into August. Definitely one possibility, isn't it? Let me know your thoughts. A nice little push back up on Bitcoin then, wasn't it? Obviously, we've had some outperformers today. Radium got listed on Upbit, so did a whopping 34% in 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. And then is distributed largely all the way back down nearly. Looking like it's leveling off pretty nice, though, to be fair. But yeah, big old pump on Radium, big old retrace in the past 12 hours. And then Aero, obviously a long-time favourite of the stream, Aero has been doing absolutely fantastic and still long on Stonksy in the green. We looked at this yesterday, I think it was, or Tuesday, from when it was doing really well. And yeah, still continues long on Stonksy and hitting some big numbers. 10% up today. It can't go on like this, can it? It can. I'd be down for that. Then send it back down in July, end of. Yeah. Yeah. Potential low time frame reversal on Bitcoin, says Loki. I think, yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we've got clear liquidity, haven't we, sitting above here now. You can see tap, tap. Obviously, these coming in just below, tap, 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 tap. It's obvious that, you know, 105, 500 down to 105 is being suppressed. This area here is being suppressed with a sell wall. I think if/when it gets above, I think that is then the trigger then where we will see a lot of this ran, because obviously this was just walked down to perfection. So there's going to be lots of stops and liquidity built up all along this, ripe for the taking. So I think we could see it rip quite hard should it get above this low time frame resistance, is my feeling and thoughts anyway. And then, you know, maybe do something like this, I don't know, wherever, and then slam back down and then go for that demand zone down here. Is probably what I would be thinking, but we'll see. All if buts and maybes, isn't it, until it happens.
Let's make 1 win in 17. It can't go on like this, can it? It can.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. Football heritage. It's football heritage. Mate, crypto is well boring at the moment, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, normally, I mean, even while it's been boring the last few weeks, we've had US Open to look forward to. And, you know, obviously stocks are kind of pulling the weight, aren't they? You know, even crypto related stocks, you know, Coinbase, Circle. Have you seen Circle now, Dean? It's up 33% yesterday. Look at it since IPO. Hang on. The thing is, this is ripe for a pullback, innit? Like, it can't go on like this, can it? This thing, it's gonna, I don't know where it tops out. I mean, it's at that big round number now, isn't it? So I was saying to Wiz before, I think if this opens tomorrow anywhere near here, I think I may have a little gamble on a short on it, because it's obviously just not going to keep ripping forever, and it is going to, you know, people are going to take profits who bought down here. And then, I mean, Coinbase as well, you know, ripped yesterday 16%. So yeah, the crypto related stocks are kind of tugging the line at the moment, aren't they? But yeah, it is very quiet, very dull. And I think we're in for a long summer, to be honest. I think we're in for a very long summer. But yeah, we'll see what Circle opens like. I may have a little hit on it. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it is quite dull at the moment. But we are making our own fun. You know, we're making our own fun. We're asking Brock the real questions that we want to know, and still making the streams fun. But it is, we could do that bit of volatility to, you know, move Bitcoin, but also altcoins. You know, we need a shift in altcoins. Just makes everything so much more interesting, doesn't it? And gives us a lot more analysis to do going through the list rather than, well, nothing's moved again, or altcoins are down again. So Yeah. Does Grok give financial advice? Don't think so. Let's see. Let's see. No. Giving reasons why you would short it. There you go. Dependence on interest rates. A 3x gain in 2 weeks suggests overstretched momentum. There we go. Well, we'll see. We'll see what it opens tomorrow. It could be interesting. But hey, Delta, how we doing, mate? How we doing? Yeah, I think if depending on where it opens yesterday, I may have a little go on it. Where it opens tomorrow. I think I keep saying yesterday. Where it opens tomorrow, I may have a little go on it. But I mean, yeah. You guys let me know what you'd like to see. Otherwise, we may end up calling the stream there because obviously our US market isn't open and there's not really much going on, is there? Tomorrow should be a good one. Make sure you are free tomorrow for the stream because we have Wiz on. So we are going to be getting some. Me and Wiz are going to be running through the tickers he's interested in, doing analysis on them, looking at the risk reward. So if you are obviously in the Stonksy Discord and you're enjoying the Wiz stock picks, make sure you're here for tomorrow because it's going to be a great stream. But yeah, in the meantime, obviously make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you click the links in the description. No doubt the people that are watching are, because we've not got big viewership today. But yeah, I think we'll end the stream there. We'll see obviously where the market's at tomorrow when we come on. But yeah, overall, going to be a great stream tomorrow. Make sure you come to it. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thank you for the discussion, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Bye bye.